All right, it's Thursday night. It's time for the BS sessions, and Jerry's back from sabbatical, man. What's up,
Well,
brother?
sabbatical was a vacation away from
Oh,
you.
isn't
That's
that a
why I was doing
sabbatical?
great.
Whoa.
I'm
A
just kidding, dude.
sabbatical away from me. I get it.
Yeah,
I'm
and
just kidding, dude.
then he's pissed off you didn't stay in contact with him.
Shut up.
Nah, it's good to be back. Yeah, it was a nice vacation, so I feel refreshed and energized. So looking forward to kicking some butt here,
Whoa. Kicking
All
some
right,
butt.
are you
kicking some
introducing?
ass.
Do we need to feel unsafe here? I don't know.
I didn't know that this was a competition to number one.
Kind of fucking come across and what was that movie called where they
Stay
did that?
tuned tonight to see who gets choked out by Jerry.
Yeah, right. I'm a lover, dude, not a fighter. But if I have to fight, I'm pretty damn good.
I don't want to see the bukkake. All
Now
right,
that's
let's go.
quality television right there.
Ooh. Anyway,
Bukkake, sick fuck.
All right,
You're into
introduce
that
people,
shit? That's
man.
just
You're the
disgusting,
co-host.
man.
You're the introduction guy.
So cocky. Gross.
I'll give you some bukkake. All right, go ahead.
Well, anyway, let me introduce the guests real quick. We got Joseph Staub. How you doing, dude?
I'm here.
I'm about to
Live
whip through
from
everybody here real
Indonesia.
quick. Al Horta, man, how you doing?
Live from Indonesia, Bukkake Central. How are you?
Al got the Amazon in today, it looks like.
I'm good. No, it's some records I got, but not from Amazon.
Oh, okay.
I do record auction once in a while, like online on Facebook. Guy Ed Rochester, he does these record, and sometimes I buy like some records. Or he gets some great ones. So and then I get, sometimes people they start bidding on shit, and I'm like, nah, I'm out, bro. I'm not paying over fucking $50 for a fucking record and shit. But I look for the good deals on there, and I got some good ones. Like I remember I showed a while back the Song Remains the Same, the Japanese vinyl.
Oh,
That was
nice,
only
man.
like $20.
Nice.
Yeah, so I was like, so I was only like, I look for shit like that. Anyway, on with the.
I'm gonna find this place and bid war with you, dude.
Oh boy.
Jerry's in just a combative mood tonight.
Nah, I'm in a great mood actually. Andy Rodriguez, how you doing, dude?
Hey, I'm doing all right, man. I'm happy to be here. I am ready to talk 2000s. This is exciting. So
awesome.
I'm so happy to be here.
Fuck, Mark Daly, why do you have that on your fucking name? Why?
Every decade, I try to say something clever. So, Chickenfoot is a supergroup. They are.
We just lost
2000
Ian
band.
Wadley in the views.
They qualify. They released Chickenfoot
They
1
maybe qualified, but I'm thinking about
in
disqualifying you.
2009.
I'm just kidding.
Jeez, Jerry.
Heaven and Hell released the album in 2009.
They did?
They qualified too. I'm not saying I'm picking
It was
them, but they
Beyonce,
qualified.
Eminem.
And today, it was ominous. It was almost like the lady was telling me I have to pick them. They played Backstreet's Back All Right on the radio. So I might have to pick them.
I'm going to turn you off like
But then-
Carson
but
Daly if
then-
you keep going.
But then I thought In Sync is better. So I was like, what's the
Hey, this ain't
O-Town.
This
O-Town.
isn't
They were pretty
TRL.
good
This
too.
isn't TRL. Okay, we're Dial MTV. All right, we're not.
Yeah,
TRL.
I know. Yeah. The 2000s kind of sucked because Headbangers Ball ended, but TRL started.
Oh
So.
God, I hated that show.
All right. Mooger Fooger, how you doing, brother? Nice to see you again, man.
Yeah, man. Good to see you. I'm glad you had a good vacation. And I'm not usually here on
I was gonna
Thursday
say.
evenings. Yeah, I'll probably, take some breaks to give everybody else a chance. But I was on the 90s. That was so fun. And now this is, 2000 to 2010, which this is incredibly hard. But
Yeah.
happy to be here, guys.
It definitely wasn't my favorite decade of bands, but I managed to come out with the top 11 list. Anyway, Tim Wirasnik, how you doing, dude?
I'm doing just fine. Still above
We got-
ground. So I'm
We
doing
got a
well.
bag of Doritos back there. What's behind there? What is that?
Cat food.
Oh, it's kitty litter.
Oh, cat food. Oh,
I told you. I was
Yeah.
close.
All right, man. So, Mark,
I think everybody has a cat.
It's
except for me,
kitty.
right?
It's kitty litter, so you could throw all the fucking Backstreet Boys and NSYNCs in there.
But I think everybody's got a cat except for me. You guys all got like cats.
got
yeah, I got
cats.
one. I got two.
I got
Yep.
two.
I got two.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one right there sleeping.
Yeah.
They
He
sleep.
usually has two on his bed before the end of the night, usually when he's on. Sometimes
Yeah.
they're fighting. Yeah.
My dog's laying beneath my feet, so
There's the other one.
There's the other one.
There's
There
the
you go.
troublemaker right here.
Oh, you got a box. You got a box. Uh-oh, that
I'm gonna
could
lay in the
be-
box now.
All right, Mark.
All right, man. It looks like we got a MySpace top 8. I'm just going 2000s here. That's the way you lost friends. What do you mean I'm not your number one friend? Why am I number
I know.
5?
Where's Tom at? Damn it!
Where's Tom? So we got our MySpace top
He was
8
he was
here.
my he
It
was
looks
everybody's
like-
first friend on social media.
It looks my top friend is Joseph on my screen. So
So I'm gonna mess around
We're-
here and
we're-
change them.
we're in the year 2000, man. So we got our MySpace shit going here. I miss MySpace, man. You get to put on your own shit on your wall, like videos, and that was pretty cool. And then Facebook comes in and just fucking goes stupid on us. But we're there. We met all each other because of Facebook. So
Yeah,
thank you, Facebook, not MySpace. But how old were you in the 2000s, Joseph? By the way.
Yep. I was from age 1 to age 11.
He was a zygote.
yeah.
So you never got to play on MySpace.
I did not. I never had a MySpace account. I did not know.
You guys
I never
play
had a
Farmland?
MySpace account either.
You can
Oh,
still
yeah.
make one.
I
So
didn't
what
You guys
have
play Farmland?
Was that the
Yes,
Facebook
I did
thing?
play Farm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
My-
my
my wife
mom
played that.
used to play that.
all the fucking time. Yeah.
My farmland is my crops are dead and buried right now. I haven't been
Yeah, I used to
there.
get like, will you please send me this so I can get some grass? I'm like, no, leave me the fuck alone. I don't want to play this stupid
Or
game.
Candy Crush, man, that's been going on. Oh god, I hate that game. But we're doing our top 2000s decade, man. This is a weird decade with Carson Daly, Britney Spears, the rise of the boy bands coming back.
Did you say his name again?
Carson Daly.
Thank you.
Yeah,
You
no,
know-
you're Dolly. You're Dolly.
You know,
Spelled different,
I
by the way.
spent decades trying to forget these fucking people, and he brings them all back into my fucking head in 1 second.
Well, I can tell you one thing. I didn't know anything about that world in the 2000s. so.
Really?
I'm sorry. Here you go, Tim. Here's 2 more. Christina
there's a
Aguilera
lot.
and Britney Spears.
I said Britney Spears. The TR Dial MTV went to shit and they changed it.
Hey
to
man,
TRL.
Christina Aguilera had a great.
No,
great voice.
she could sing. She could sing. Yeah.
So I hope nobody picked any boy bands or Britney Spears, but if you did, more power to you, because it is. the
Good
decade.
night.
Good night.
I love you guys. See ya.
All right, man. So we get into some BS. Jane Goodall, iconic chimpanzee expert, who the subject of a dozen films, dies at 91. I didn't know about her till Gorillas in the Mist with Sigourney Weaver. So that if that film was true, man, that lady survived a lot of shit, man.
She did.
Fucking cool shit. Talk about her, Jerry.
And she just, I mean, she was active to the day she died, man. I think she actually got sick doing a speech, I think, and was hospitalized doing that. She was working till, what was she, 91, right?
Yeah, 91.
Fuck,
Good
dude.
ride.
And I mean, how cool it is to do something that you love doing, man, your whole life. Fuck. Not all of us get to do that, you know what I mean, for a living. And she loved what she did, and rest in peace, yeah.
Anybody else want to talk about Jane? Move on.
I didn't know she was even still alive.
Neither did
Yeah,
I.
I've had her
thought
name in a
she was
long
already dead,
time.
so.
I have no idea. I don't even know who this guy is, but he played in a band. I know he played with Jimmy Page and Jeff Beck. Chris Dreja, original Yardbirds guitarist, dies at 79. You guys got anything to say about Chris?
No.
No, I didn't.
Yeah,
even
well,
know. Go ahead.
Yardbirds, great band, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, he's a
the springboard for a lot of fucking great guitar players, man.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Absolutely.
3 of them.
No, it's 79 is still relatively young nowadays, you know. I see all these guys like, getting into their 90s and stuff, so he could have had a couple more years, but hey, he probably lived hard, so you never know. Everybody's different, man.
He's the only one to play with Eric Clapton, Jeff Beck, and Jimmy Page in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah, he
I
was
give
the
him-
rhythm guitar player, right? I guess.
Yeah.
I had no idea who this guy was till today. Damn.
Bless you.
God bless you. All
Thank you.
right, and then we get to we talked about this a couple weeks ago at Tom Petty's last show, and he died like a week and a half later. So today's the 8th anniversary of the passing of Tom Petty, October 2nd, 2017. Joseph.
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it a little bit the past couple weeks. Died before his time. It's a shame. Like I said, I never got to see him. I really wish I could have. But yeah, it was a sad situation, and he's still greatly missed.
All right, Mark.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah, he still had much more to give, you know. And he with all the talk of the Super Bowl, he played a great halftime show. I think it was 2008. Yeah, but that was like a stretch of 10 years where there was like lots of great halftime shows. But then the young folks are like, I don't know these people. So now the NFL's like, well, we better get something for the young folks. So
And then the old people are going, I don't know these people.
I don't know these people.
I don't want to know these people.
Well, the way I look at it is they don't make movies for me, so they don't make the halftime show for me either. So
I like the newer movies that are coming out, but I think movies.
I don't know
Not me.
why the Super Bowl just doesn't put a marching band out on the field and go to town because it's a
Right.
football game.
Yeah, that's what they used to do. Like when I was a
Oh
young
yeah,
boy, like
way
the
years
halftime.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, halftime might not be for us, but the whole game is for us.
Yes.
So I really have nothing to complain about.
Unless my team isn't there, I don't give a shit.
I was telling Mark he could watch the Puppy Bowl during halftime. as
I
well.
did that last year.
I always watch the replay of the Puppy Bowl.
Or the Lingerie Bowl, I think, is on as well.
Well, they got rid of that. I like the Bud Bowl. Well, they need to bring that back.
Oh yeah, the Bud Bowl.
Bring back the Bud Bowl. Yes.
Bring back the Bud Bowl. But Al, Tom Petty passing 8 years ago today.
Yeah, I was pretty broken up about that. I love Tom, man. I got to see him live twice. And am I muted?
No.
No.
We hear
I
you.
don't know why it says mute on my box up here. I don't know why. I guess it's the button I could. Oh, okay, it's the button I could press for.
Yeah.
Because my cursor was over my box. Anyway,
He's just waiting to mute all of us.
yeah, fucking mute all you motherfuckers.
Bring up Trevor Raven, I dare you.
No, I'm lucky I got to see him, twice. Oh, he put on. I wish, after seeing him twice, and then after he passed away, I was like, damn, I wish I would have saw him more times. Going back to the 80s and 90s, when he was with Wildflowers. I wish I would have seen that tour, and but I'm fortunate enough that I got to see him. So I'm not trying to rub it in the face that you guys. I know Jerry and Joe never saw him, but I saw him twice. So once was with Steve Winwood opening, and then the other one was Joe Walsh.
Nice.
So
wow.
yeah, and they're both great openers, and both times, Tom he bought it, man. So I don't we talked about Tom Petty, man. I don't just he never really had a bad album. He never had a bad period in his life. He was consistent, man, throughout the whole decades, man. You could fucking easily pick him now in the 2000s if you wanted to.
Yeah,
He had some great albums in this decade, I don't know how many he had. He had three. Three.
If you count Solo and the Heartbreakers, 3.
Yeah.
Well, four in the 2000s.
Okay.
And
Mark, did you see Tom Petty a lot of times or just a few times?
I saw him 7 times, and the last time I saw him was on Full Moon
awesome.
Fever. So
I didn't see him on his last tour though. Before he passed, it was the tour previous, and then the one with Steve Winwood was probably 10 years before that. So
yeah,
I remember it was when the Prudential Center in Newark, the arena had just opened, and it was brand new. And I think that was my second show that I saw there. So anyway, go ahead. I don't want to take up more time. But
all right,
but I miss him, man.
Yeah, Mooger Fooger, Tom Petty passing.
Yeah, man. That one really hurt. That was really first one that for me in a long time really hurt. I was like, oh, that sucks. But I was blessed enough to see him I'll say 2.5 times. 2 times on the Wildflowers tour, and then one was I don't know, certainly wasn't his last run. Maybe the one before. I remember Drive By Truckers opened up that tour. It was pretty cool. Blessed to have seen him. Yeah, he is missed. He is missed because he was consistent. You could just drop a needle anywhere on any record and you're going to get a good song. It was good.
Yeah.
He is
All
missed.
right, Jerry.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of the people that I really regret not seeing live, man. I always thought you had a chance, and his death wasn't necessary. You know what I mean? It didn't have to happen. That's the sad part about it.
Remember when it first got reported that, like, when it first got reported he died, but then everybody was like, but then his daughter was like saying something like, no, he's not dead or whatever.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I
until
do remember that.
It wasn't until like a few
TMZ
hours
is probably
later.
reporting it, but that's the problem. TMZ reported it like really early. That's what they always
But
want.
usually TMZ is right about it. They haven't been wrong really about it.
Those guys are good. They're quick.
But I remember,
they're quick.
I remember there was this whole thing like, it got reported and then the daughter was like, no, he's not. But then it was like maybe 4 or 5 hours later. It was like half the day went by and then it was confirmed. But I remember it was like kind of like, is he dead? Is he not? Is he in a coma? Is he? So sorry, Jerry. Go ahead.
No, man, it's cool. I don't have nothing else to say. It's still to this day. It's something that didn't have to happen, man. It's tragic, man. And I always say it every time we talk about Tom Petty and me missing him live. See everybody while you can, dude, because there might not be a next time.
Exactly.
So.
Words to live by.
Yep.
Tim.
I still remember the first time I put the needle down on Damon Torpedoes. And I was like, he's pop, but I like it. And he's a little punk. And it was like, yeah, okay, I can dig this. Then he kind of got into his Dylan phase where he tried to sound more nasally than anything else. But, he was always consistent, always cool. Don't have a bad thing to say about him. R.I.P.
Andy.
Yeah, I was just thinking how great is Tom Petty that we talk about him almost all the time. He's always parts of our conversations. No matter what the subject is, Tom Petty is brought up, and for good reason. He's one of the greats of all time, really is. And we've talked about at his death, his musical career was on the way up. He hit another stride, and that dude was rolling, man. He really was. So we'll miss you, Tom. He's one of my favorites.
Yeah, there's nothing I can really say that you guys haven't hit upon. It's just like, I just remember seeing the text at work, the news coming up on my watch. I go, what the fuck? Him and Neil Peart and Eddie Van Halen. Well, Eddie Van Halen was during COVID, so it's kind of like I was home. I did a show, did a quick freeform on that. But fuck, man, Tom Petty. Me and my mom bonded over him. He's got a special place in my heart. Pat Benatar dies, man. I'm gonna be fucking. We had me and my mom and Pat Benatar too. It's like fucking A. But
I always say it, man. It's gonna happen more and more, man.
Yeah.
It's only the beginning.
So then let's get to some happy news. Happy 74th birthday to Sting. The policeman himself making copies. I don't know. Well, you guys got anything to say about Sting on his
happy birthday, dude?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Sting.
Really good songwriter. Even probably about 2 or 3 albums after he left the police, like his solo albums. Those were really good. He kind of lost me there for a while.
I like all his kind of.
I really dig that. Was it Fields of Gold album? Is that the name of it?
Yeah.
I like
Dream of the Blue
Turtles, but that's about it.
Fuck, that's a great.
Oh, I love that. I saw him on the Nothing But the Sun tour. That was fucking amazing.
That's Dreaming of Blue Turtles was
that's the first one.
First one.
That was his first, right?
That was the first one. Yeah, that's the one with like all the big hits on it.
Okay.
Oh, I like We'll Be Together Tonight. I love that song.
I like his first couple of solo albums, and then
I like 10 Summoner. No, it was 10 Summoner's Tales.
That's a good one too.
Yeah.
Soul Cages was good.
Yeah, Soul Cages is good.
He even did a country song that I liked. I'm so happy I can't stop crying. I actually like that song.
Yeah.
Very country.
All right. So
then he got into that loot stuff, and I forget it.
Yeah.
I don't know who the Star Trek nerds are in this fucking show, but happy 39th anniversary Star Trek Next Generation premiered 39 years ago today with Farpoint. Jerry.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a classic show now. When it first started, it was punned as being going to be terrible.
He's 39 years old, dude.
It makes me feel old. Older.
Holy shit.
I'm just saying, it's like everybody thought I was gonna. Actually, after the first season, they didn't think there'd be a second season, but I'm still not big on the first season that much. There's a couple good episodes, but when it got to the second season, it started getting
great.
Good. The acting was so bad in the beginning. It really was. It was, yeah. But it got better. Their characters grew and they became more, more likable, in my opinion. I mean, Picard was an asshole.
I like Wesley.
No, Picard. Yeah.
Oh,
Shut
Picard.
up, Wesley.
Well, Picard was an asshole.
Yeah.
He was getting into the character, man.
But anyway, yeah. I mean, I love that show. It's on Pluto. I watch it all the time, just about when it's on. So, great show.
Any other Star Trek fans in here? Next generation?
I couldn't give a shit.
Yeah,
I never got into the Next Generation, man. I never watched it.
It's not as good as the original series. Oh, you didn't like the old one either?
No, I only like the old ones.
Oh,
the
original.
I like the new one. Strange New Worlds is really good. But one of the old Star Trek producers said he doesn't like this 10-episode shit. He said the best episodes of Star Trek were the knockoff episodes with 22 episodes. I agree with him because there was great episodes that weren't part of the. Yeah, it was pretty good.
There's nothing that goes over 10 or 11 or 12 nowadays. It used to be like 25 shows a season. A lot of these now. It's
on streaming, but on the networks they go 17 to 20 now. Still,
are they still do it? Okay,
they just still do 17.
Yeah, some of them old shows were. They were on the air for 4 years, but they did 300 episodes.
Right?
Yeah. Gilligan's Island, man. 30 episodes a season.
Well, yeah, that's like all those old shows. Like back in
the 100 shows, he gets syndication.
Yeah,
something like that.
90.
So 4 seasons, you got syndication.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, well, I didn't know that's how it worked. Well, okay. We learned something new. I always wondered why these shows that I've never see again, even though I enjoyed them, why they never popped up. It's because
they didn't get enough shows to get syndication.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like the Yankees are moving on.
I see that.
What happened?
They're up 4-0.
You never know.
Wow, is that a bad thing?
Yes.
Yes, it is a bad thing.
Yes, it is a horrible thing.
That is
what kind of Orioles fan roots for the Red Sox?
Over the Yankees?
Yeah. The evil empire? Come on.
Every Orioles fan roots for the Red Sox.
I'm going to send Joan Jett to your house. She's the biggest Orioles fan.
Send her to my house. I'd love to meet her.
And she is going to give you a little tongue lashing, okay?
Hey,
you know what?
I don't think I'm
sounds like a good time.
You know what?
You know what's funny about Joan Jett? I saw a video she did back in the late '80s, and she's wearing an Orioles jersey. I'm like, what?
Come on, Andy's trying to get something in here.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Sorry.
She's at the games all the time.
Do y'all think? I was thinking about this earlier. Do y'all think us as baseball fans should have a little bit of a Yankee fan inside of us?
No.
Because hold on.
No.
That is the case. Because if it wasn't for the Yankees of the 1920s and 1930s, I don't think baseball will be as popular as it is now.
That I agree with, because baseball.
You're correct.
Baseball was on the verge of dying out after the Black Sox. And Babe Ruth he resurrected the game, and not just him, but he kind of gave it.
Well, he was on the Red Sox,
right there in the late 20s and the early 30s.
That's a good point.
Dominating entertainment for Americans at that time.
From a historical perspective, I completely agree.
Yeah,
as a modern fan, I hate their stinking guts.
Well, I will never agree. There's a little bit of Yankee in me. I will never agree to that. That is just horrible.
I agree. I never will either.
They've had their time. They can stay back in the 40s.
Exactly.
Yeah, they stay back in the 40s.
I guess that's why I like the Yankees as well. It's because of the rich history of what they have.
Hey, but that was a perfect segue to baseball, because the Padres lost, John. Fuck your team! All right.
Well, that
Dodgers
was loud.
moved on. All right.
Well, that was loud.
I had to get a little loud. But we got a lot of managers who resigned. Bruce Bochy in Texas, Bob Melvin's out in San Francisco. And then you got Brian Schnicker also resigned too.
That was a surprise.
Yeah.
Little fun fact about the history of baseball. Babe Ruth, the college that I graduated from, Mount St. Mary's in Maryland.
Yep.
Babe Ruth was discovered by MLB scouts playing on the baseball field at my college.
Nice.
Right, because he went to St. Mary's.
Yep, in Baltimore. Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they came up when he was, because I mean he grew up at the orphanage in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
Went to St. Mary's. St. Mary's came up and played Mount St. Mary's. They're the college team, and that's where the MLB scouts first found Babe Ruth, was when they were playing on our baseball field. And there's a picture. He came back years later, came back to visit, and it's him standing next to the president of the college and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, because when I took a trip to Baltimore, I went to his childhood home right there that they turned into into a Babe Ruth museum.
Yep.
And they got so much. It's like this little creaky house, but they have so much stuff in there. It's crazy.
Yeah. You can tell that Mount St. Mary's is proud of their Babe Ruth connection, because when you walk into our dining hall, you walk down the hallway, they have a big thing about all kinds of different important dates in the history of the college. There's just a giant picture of Babe Ruth.
And I wish someone would remake another Babe movie, because the one with John Goodman is awful.
No, I like that movie.
No.
I like
Don't
it.
talk shit about John.
Not a good portrayal of Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth was not like an absolute falling down drunk like they're portraying in the movie. Come on, that was not a good movie. I'm sorry.
I love our kicker.
I liked the drama of it. How about that?
Oh, it has its moments, but overall, I was very disappointed.
Because that's he should have been treated more better than that.
All right. Well, nobody really cares about this.
All fat and sloppy.
Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban are filing for divorce. And AI actress Tilly Norwood will be signed by an agency in the coming months, her creator claims. Yeah, what? AI fucking actress? The
world is turning to shit,
better than Scarlett Johansson and Natalie Portman will be the next. She ain't gonna be. She's a fucking computer. How? What the fuck is going on with these agents? They're gonna sign an AI actress, and the new SAG president. He played in what's the guy from the Goonies? And
Sean Astin.
Sean Astin. He's the SAG president. He said this ain't gonna fly. People want to see this.
I thought that's why they went on strike a couple years ago.
They did. He said they did, but these talent agencies are trying to sign a fucking AI actress. What the fuck's wrong with this?
Who gets the money? I mean, who gets the
creator?
The software people.
This is fucked up.
So if I get one of those AI make your own song, you can just put in a couple words and make your own song, and it sells 1 million copies, I'll get paid for it.
Well, Spotify had an AI group that was doing great.
They did, you're right. Yeah.
And then Spotify defunded them.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible. I'm just gonna say this fucked up.
I weep for the future.
It's here, buddy.
I just want to get that in there real quick. And then the Cars are working on new music featuring Rick Ocasek. According to the excellent new book, The Cars, Let the Stories Be Told, the surviving members of the Cars have been working on new music, beginning with tracks left behind by the late Rick Ocasek. At least one song features lead vocals by Benjamin Orr, as well as what do you guys think about that, man?
Very few of those projects ever turn out to be any good.
Yeah, because that Beatles thing was a fucking disaster.
I like the Beatles.
I hated that song.
It was a disaster.
The process was cool. Don't get me wrong. 3 decades to make that song was pretty cool. You know what I mean?
I'm kind of excited about Soundgarden though. We'll put that out there. That's a possibility.
Because Chris was working.
I was going to say it's different if it was close to being completed. This is stuff that just random.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
crap. This is random odds and sods and
piecing stuff together and
that stuff never turns out good.
Well, I will listen to it though to see how it sounds, and we know we will. We'll check it out.
I just hope it introduces the Cars to a new generation. That's what I'm hopeful for. How about that?
I'd rather the debut album introduce the Cars to a new generation.
But the last album with Blue Tip was a great fucking album. I love that fucking last album.
But my son likes AI kind of style music. He likes to hear like that over.
You should slap him in the face and say you're fucking listening to the Beatles.
Like he likes Bad Bunny. Like he likes that really awful sounding vocals.
You're a bad dad. I'm just joking.
Anyway,
Al's got his daughter liking great music, while you got your son liking fucking AI music. What the fuck?
Public service message to all the kids out there: if you want to hear the Cars, start at the beginning.
Yes,
there you go.
Yeah,
I agree with you, man. Al's daughter rules, man. She likes some good stuff, man. They went and saw Weird Al Yankovic last week.
He was awesome.
Did he wear the fat,
My
did he
daughter
wear
went
the
the my
fat
daughter
suit?
went the other way. She likes the Cure and shit like that.
What's wrong with that?
Did Al wear the fat suit?
What?
Did Weird Al wear the fat suit?
Yeah.
No, did he really?
Yeah.
Fat.
You know what? I forgot he did a good remake of Yabba Dabba Dabba Doo Now, which was Give It Away Now. That was
Yeah.
He did that one.
I really liked.
He did that one.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
That was-
bedrock anthem.
That's better.
All right.
That song is better than Give It Away, in my opinion. I think it's
There's a lot of
Both
songs
pretty
that he did
lame.
that are better than the
I
original.
like that song.
He did
though.
I know
Smells
he
Like
had Dick Van
he did-
Patten in
he did,
all
like,
his
Smells Like
videos. He'd make a
Nirvana.
cameo in all his
He
videos.
He did Smells Like Nirvana. He did Dare to Be Stupid, which is great.
Oh, it's amazing. That
Devo
was
That's like,
said that-
him being like Devo.
Oh, dude, White and
Devo.
Nerdy was fucking
Devo
awesome,
said
dude.
that was the best Devo song they never wrote.
Yep.
White and Nerdy
yeah.
was one of the best raps I've ever heard in
I
my
love
life.
that too.
He did that one too.
Nice.
Did he
I
come out
wanted
with
to
a
see
segue?
him. I
Very
wanted to,
entertaining.
Yeah.
I wanted to see him so bad, but his tickets here were $130.
Dude, he fucking sells out everywhere he goes, man.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, dude, too expensive for my blood, man.
Yeah.
Dude,
Well,
but
of
just
course I
like-
didn't pay.
Play all the
Actually, no, I did pay for those tickets.
Well, that's because it's family entertainment.
It's
You can take
it's
your
the
kids
rare
to
it's
it.
the rare it's a rare occasion that I paid for tickets and I paid for those. So
All right, man. Let's just do one more BS, and I'll save this for the after show tomorrow on Freeform. Neil Sean music. Who would like to see Journey, Metallica, and Santana for the halftime Super Bowl? Says they're all Bay Area bands and taking place in the Bay Area. Makes sense to me. And they haven't had a rock show in quite a long time. How about some diversity? It's the same thing every year. What do you think about that, Al?
I think they should listen. I'm not opposed to having hip hop, and listen, this stuff is not geared for us anymore. But it would be nice if they, have hip hop one year, have R&B another year, have like rock another year, like just rotate the shit. Have country,
Bands like Journey and Styx that have played in the Super Bowl, like the pregame and all that, they have played.
They do. They
quite
have
a bit.
Metallica played the pregame.
Here's
too.
the thing, though. Here's the thing, and I said it when we all got in a huff in the group chat about it earlier this week.
I
All
think
those bands that you just named, only one of them ever has any shot at actually
Metallica.
playing the Super Bowl
Metallica.
halftime show.
They'll
and that's
never
Metallica.
happen. I don't never
It
happen.
won't happen.
But
Like, as a realistic Journey in 2025 isn't even going to play the parking lot outside the stadium.
No.
There's no chance.
Well,
Journey,
I don't think that.
In the current
that's not
incarnation,
true. That's not
in
true.
the current incarnation, there's no way.
I could see
No,
Def
there's
Leppard
no way.
doing it.
Mm,
there was
They're
a
not-
lot in the last.
not big enough
So
to-
how many years has it been? Like 16 years since the Who
16
played,
years.
right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And they pretty much killed it.
In the interim of those 16 years, there was a lot of missed opportunities that they had. When GNR got back with Slash and all that, and it became hot again. That's the year they should have had them on.
Yeah.
Well, that was the rumor. That was the rumor.
Yeah.
That was
When
what they were
AC/DC
reuniting for.
When AC/DC was coming back again, like not during, well, I think it was Rock or Bust.
Yeah.
They should have had them on.
Well, the problem was then because there was Brian Johnson was having the health issues and stuff, and Malcolm had just died and all that.
Yeah, well, not the beginning of the tour, but anyway, like I think there's a lot of missed opportunities. Metallica could have been. Maybe these bands said no. Maybe they were asked and they said no. But I think
Metallica said they wanted to play it.
But I think
were
with
asked.
Jay-Z running the whole thing, it's not a chance, man.
It's horrible with Jay-Z running it. Jay-Z's a horrible artist, by the way.
But I think NFL should step up to Jay-Z and be like, listen, I understand where you're picking the talent for this, but we want diversity.
We want talent.
You realize
Here's the thing I'll say though. If you ever notice, it's only ever rock and roll fans that bitch and moan about it. They have never ever had a country artist on the Super Bowl halftime show. And
Yeah,
you
there's
don't,
that-
you don't hear
Super Bowl's in
you don't
Houston,
you don't
Texas,
hear
they should have a
country
country
fans
artist.
say a
And country's like
goddamn
the
word
biggest
about it.
and country's like the biggest genre in the fucking
But
It's all of the old rock fans that just bitch and moan every year.
Country, the thing is, they don't play country music in NFL games. They play rock.
Mark, let me tell you something. If you took an average poll of NFL stadiums, I bet you any money country would win.
You know,
as far as
who
fans-
should do the
people that are
halftime
fans of
show?
music.
You know who should do the halftime show?
Us.
Garth
Yeah.
Brooks.
Sure.
That never happened either.
Garth
wouldn't
Brooks would
happen.
totally fucking kill it.
Yes, he would.
He's
He
rock
absolutely
country.
would.
He be
There's a
hybrid
lot of.
there.
I think honestly, I think there's a lot of country artists that would
But
absolutely.
remember
kill
when
their
they
halftime
used to mix hip hop, country, boy bands like Aerosmith, Janet Jackson? They used to mix
Yeah,
it
but that
up.
was a
They don't,
hodgepodge, and nobody cared because
but we
like
saw
then
Janet Jackson's booth.
the people that were there for Aerosmith got pissed when Justin Timberlake came out on stage.
I didn't
And
care
Bring
about
back
that.
Maroon
And the,
5.
and the people that were there for Justin Timberlake were
Oh,
like,
God,
who are these
please
old
no.
assholes?
Please no.
All right, man.
Hey,
You know,
man, Ghost would be awesome. Just saying.
let's. But the thing is, when kids hear rock music, like in Stranger Things, they like it. I'm
Oh.
just saying.
True, yeah.
If
But
you put it in the
doesn't
Super
make
Bowl,
it-
they
I'm
might
sorry,
like it.
Mark. It doesn't make money.
I'm just gonna say I heard Youngblood's interview with Billy Corgan on his podcast. That dude wants to do rock and roll. He wants to do, and he's saying that there's a lot of like guitars and shit he did with Aerosmith. I didn't hear that on that first single. I want to see what happens on those next 4 tracks. But I want to hear him. He says he was pushed to pop, but he is a rock and roll fan. He was born in the guitar shop. I hope this kid makes it. Even if it's not my type of rock and roll, it's better than fucking Beyonce. I'm just saying that. But let's get to our list, Jerry.
What, I'm doing it?
You said you were. We're going to go 3
Did
at a
I?
time, right? 11, 10,
All right, I'll
9.
do it. Fuck it. Tim, what do you got? 10, 9, and 8, dude.
11, 10, 9.
Okay, am I doing 3 or
11, 10, 9, excuse me.
11
Joseph
time?
again is behind me with that pooper scooper
All
cleaning up my
right.
shit.
First of
Clean
all,
up
I
your shit
gotta-
all the time. I never get credit.
I like. All right. My 3 are The Lost Prophets, Incubus, and Stone Sour. Lost Prophets, I put on this list because I love their album Start Something. I think it's fantastic. That was their second album. And they went on to like Rooftops and, you know, all that shit. But they got a big problem because their lead singer, Ian Watkins, is the biggest rapist in English history.
Damn.
Pedophile. And I really had to think about that long and hard, but I was like, no, I like the band, not him. So, yeah, Lost Prophets, Incubus, and Stone Sour.
I couldn't tell you a song by either one of those 3. That's how much I don't like this decade. But
So
Stone
Lost,
Sour
what was
has
it?
some
Lost
great
Prophets and who else?
Incubus and Stone Sour.
Incubus.
Wait,
heard.
I know
That was good.
Incubus.
Yeah.
What's that one song I like?
All right, Mooger, what do you got, dude?
I'm trying to make sense of my list here, but at 11, I have got Stone Sour. They should have been a little bit higher. I mean, I love pretty much everything they put out. At number 10, I've got Five Finger Death Punch. And when I heard The Way of the Fist, I just absolutely loved them. I still do, even though they're very samey. Everything starts to sound the same. They're still a big influence for me between 2000 and 2010. And number 9, Daughtry, self-titled. I always loved everything Daughtry did. I think he's very melodic. He's very powerful. He's a great songwriter. Hooked up with the right people, man. He got pretty big. And that was another one.
Did he win American Idol? I forget.
No,
He's like the 4th or 5th.
I think he was
guy
runner-up.
left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a
That was
runner-up.
Ruben stuttered one.
And Kelly
That
Clarkson.
was the year that Taylor Hicks guy won. That guy sucked.
But I'm
Yeah,
just
Taylor
saying,
Hicks,
Ruben stuttered one. He's never done anything after that.
The one guy went and joined Quiet Riot.
Yeah. And then he got kicked out.
Yeah, I saw them with him. He wasn't bad.
A lot of those guys that don't win.
Was it
seem to
a
have
Durbin
better
guy?
careers.
James Durbin?
Jennifer
James
Hudson
Durbin.
had a great
James
career.
Durbin,
She
yeah.
didn't win. So Daughtry. So
I like Daughtry.
Adam Lambert. Adam Lambert didn't
Adam
win.
Lambert.
When I recently just saw George Thorogood and Artemis Pyle band open up. Artemis Pyle had what's his name?
The singer. He was in American Idol.
Yeah. Now I can't think of his name.
Bo Bice?
Yes,
Bo
Bo Bice.
That's
Bo
it.
Bice
was
is
awesome.
awesome. I love him.
And the only problem with Bo is
Skinner.
he finished behind Carrie Underwood. So that was a tough one to win.
Yeah.
But I just
Well,
heard
Carrie deserved it though.
now they just said that Bo Bice kind of left them now. So I probably saw one of his last shows with them, but they're getting somebody else to sing the stuff now.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Caleb Johnson that was on American Idol. I can't remember if he won it or not, but he sings with TSO.
No, he did win. Caleb
did he
Johnson
win it?
Did win.
Yeah. Well, he sings with TSO. I see him with TSO every year.
Hey, did American Idol start in the 2000s?
Mm-hmm.
2002.
I think he did. 2000,
around like 2002, 2003.
I watched it, but then when they start to change, hosts and all that, I stopped watching after they switched.
I like that.
Come on, you watched it because Simon Cowell was going to rag.
Yeah,
on
Simon Cowell was cool. I liked him.
I liked Simon Cowell, and I liked Paula Abdul.
I love Paula Abdul straight up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What about the dog?
I saw you did
like
there.
the dog.
Oh yeah.
One of my
you guys
one of my
missed that
favorite
one.
members of Germany.
Randy Jackson.
All right.
The dog.
That's not for me, dog.
That's no for me, dog. Sorry.
The hero of Raised on Radio.
Yeah. Great bass playing on
and those
that
fluorescent clothes that he wore on stage.
Hey,
And
he was a big dude
the
too.
girl
back
can't
then.
help it.
Yep.
Good. I love
All right.
that album, by the way. Okay.
All right, Chicken Foot is a super group. What do you got?
And American Idol took 2 steps forward, 2 steps back when Paul Abdul left the show.
Yeah.
Oh,
But opposites attract, man.
Oh,
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Really think.
thank you for tuning in,
Anyway.
everybody. Good night.
Okay, that's it. Now I'm serious. Okay, number 11. This guy right here, man. I get to choose the metal guy twice, man. Resurrection.
Pointing the mark.
Big ass album in 2000. That I'm telling you, that led to Judas Priest getting back. Because I'll swear, I still have to say this about the 90s. The 90s kind of sucked. Iron Maiden broke up. Bruce left, and they brought a guy in that couldn't even sing.
Hey,
Judas Priest, Blaze Bailey cannot sing. He
X Factor
enjoys.
sucks.
He even said it. He enjoys singing, but he's not a singer.
he can't sing for Iron Maiden, man. That was his problem.
And
I liked it. I liked
Judas
it.
Priest broke up, but I saw Rob Halford open up for Iron Maiden on the Brave World New World Tour, and he kicked ass. So number 11, Halford. Not a catchy name. It's not like Dio, but Halford. Yeah.
Well, you know who it is.
He should have called himself like the Metal Gods or something like that. I don't know, something catchy. Number 10, Black Label Society. I know. I love Zakk Wylde.
I love that.
That's a good
It does
pick.
get a little repetitive, pretty much, but he mixes some good stuff in there. You know, I know some people. Some people get a little tired of the pinch harmonics, but I love Zakk.
I never.
Yeah,
No.
but Black Label Society. If you love them, they released 5 albums in the 2000s. And number 9.
I would love to be that good to play his pitch harmonics. What the fuck, man?
There you go. Get ready. Here's my curveball. You ready?
Oh boy.
Pink.
Nothing wrong with her.
Pink
All right.
got some good tunes. The first song I heard about her, let's get this party started. I was like, oh god, what the heck is this crap? But she matured. She starts writing songs about her life story, which I really enjoyed. She was basically like inviting us in to learn about her, which I thought was really very profound, and I respected her for that. So yeah, Pink is number 9. So those are my 3 picks.
Yeah, she's a good singer.
Black Label Society.
She
Pink.
is a great singer. I give her that.
Great performer.
I don't
too.
like her music, but she's a great singer.
Yeah, she just like lots of cool stage.
She's a hell of a performer, man.
Yeah.
On top of a great singer, she's singing live on stage. She's kicking ass.
Yeah.
She's
So
aerobic as hell. You know.
yeah,
what I mean?
I had to throw Pink in there. I love Pink.
Oh yeah, she's a great pop artist of the 2000s, easily.
Okay.
Is that it? You good?
Yeah, I got Halford, the Black Label Society, Pink.
Okay. Andy, what do you got?
Yeah, I was able to bring out some props this time around. I didn't get all. I almost brought all their albums.
I was waiting for you guys to break out some of these albums. You know.
Too many to try to break out.
I'm too lazy.
I started off with this band. When I bought this album, I said, "Can you put it in a paper bag so no one sees I bought it?" Coldplay of the 2000s. I really like Coldplay.
Their first 2 albums are good.
Their first 3 albums I like. I will give it that. You know.
I got this one, and then Y and Z.
Yeah, I like that album too. I got those too.
Well, that's when they kind of lost me.
After that album, they got too popping, too many keyboards.
La Vida,
I
La
really like
Vida
the landscape
is when they
stuff.
went off the reservation for me.
And Avenged Sevenfold. I really dug them when they came out, and And even going into the 2000s with Nightmare, which was another good album.
I like that.
But
Bushy loves you right now. Bushy loves you.
I'm not a fan of their first two when they were like really metalcore, but when they got big with City of Evil, the next couple albums after that, the self-titled that you held up is one of my favorites. I love that album.
Great album. I love Avenge.
And my number 9, I'm going to go with Seether.
Thank you.
Seether is a band.
I like Seether too, but I didn't pick them. Great album.
I remembered them last minute, and I forgot to put them on my list, so I'm so happy you picked them.
Yeah, so I went Coldplay and Avenged Sevenfold and Seether.
Seether is a band that's still putting out great albums. Their last few were really good.
Yeah, and my wife and I met in 2003, so that's when Seether was very popular, and she liked them at that time. She doesn't anymore because our change of music changed anyway. But we would go see them quite a bit because she's like, well, let's go see Seether. So I saw them like 3 times during that time period.
My friend and I might be actually going to see them pretty soon. They're coming around here like in a couple weeks.
Oh, cool.
All right, Al.
Number 11, I'm going William Hung.
Hey, all right.
Wow. She banged. She banged.
Oh, is he 2000? I don't know. Is he?
2000.
Before I get into my list, when I first started thinking about 2000s, the decade, I was like, shit, man, what I didn't, just off the top of my head, I was just like, who the fuck am I gonna pick? But then when I really started getting into it, I was like, you know what? No, there's a lot of great bands that I actually love that released albums in 2000s and were prominent in the 2000s. So a lot of the bands I'm gonna pick are not gonna be very mainstream. I really got more kind of more underground in the 2000s, a lot more than the other decades. So. With a few exceptions here and there, but for the most part, I really went I was when new metal came out, I maybe liked it for a year and then I kind of was out on it. I was just like, nah, it's just fucking, it's nonsense, man. You know what I mean? So
thank you.
None of that bullshit, So I know like 2000s, the early 2000s is like.
Don't you like Korn now?
I do like Korn a lot. Korn is just a different beast. They were like the originators of that.
They are their own thing.
Yeah, So anyway, but I didn't pick them or anything. So anyway,
I did in the 90s.
My number 11 is going to be a band called the Jelly Jam, which is it's Ty Tabor from King's X, John Mayung from Dream Theater, and Rod Morgenstein trio. Think of a more proggier King's X actually. So they released 2 great albums. This is the first one, Jelly Jam.
Did you say Dream Theater?
No, John Mayung, bass player.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
From Dream Theater. It's a super group. They released 4 albums total, but 2 of them were in the 2000s. So Jelly Jam 1 and 2, great albums. If you're into that kind of melodic, but if you're into King's X and Dream Theater, yeah, it's a no-brainer. So that's my number 11. My number 10, actually, I could have picked my number 10 in the 90s, but I'm going to pick them in the 2000s. They released 3 albums in the 2000s as well. I'm going with Fear Factory, one of my favorite industrial metal bands. I love them. And Digimortal came out in 2001, but then that was the last one with I'm forgetting the guitar player's name right now, but he left.
Dino Cazares.
Dino Cazares. That's it. Thank you very much. He left, and then what's his name? Christian O'Walbers took over on guitar for a while, for a couple albums, and then they came back. But anyway, the albums are still pretty damn good. So I'm picking Fear Factory as my number 10. They're lower on the list. I mean, they would have been higher if I picked them in the 90s, because the 90s, they fucking put out fucking some bangers, man. And my number 9 originated in the 90s. They had 1 album in the 90s, but they had 2 in the 2000s, and I love them. And that's Down with Phil Anselmo.
I forgot about that band.
All them guys. Band. So they released 2 great albums in the 2000s, and I got to see them live like twice, I think, and they were great. So so it's going to be a Jelly Jam, Fear Factory, and Down are my first 3.
Cool. All right, Joe.
All right, my number 11. This is a band that released their debut album at the very end of the 90s, but was mainly prevalent throughout the 2000s. Still a great touring band today. Their albums that they put out recently aren't as good as what they were doing in the 2000s. They had a lot of lineup changes, but I do love that stuff from the early 2000s, and that is Slipknot. Um, just some great stuff. Iowa and Volume 3, All Hope Is Gone with the original lineup, and then, of course, all the lineup changes. I do want to mention, because I'm not going to be on next week because I couldn't make a 2010s list if you paid me.
There's a lot.
I am good for you, Mark. I couldn't name 3. Mark graciously allowed me to include some 2010s albums on this to kind of help me make my list here. So that didn't come into play much with Slipknot because I'm not a huge fan of their albums in the 2010s. I do love their stuff in the 2000s, so that's my number 11. Number 10, a very divisive band. I think they're pretty great. That is Disturbed. I do love quite a bit of their music. Their debut album, The Sickness, I think is great. They have some great stuff after that. Believe and 10,000 Fists, Indestructible throughout the rest of the 2000s. Saw them live a couple years ago. They were really good. I do enjoy their version of The Sound of Silence. You can all sue me.
Joseph,
I think he has a great voice. I think he has a great voice. I think he has a great job.
Did you hear Miles Kennedy sing that with them? God,
yeah,
good. Yeah.
But I do love Disturbed quite a bit. And my number 9, Mark Daly has given me absolute shit the last couple weeks because I have not picked a certain band yet on my list. I have continued to not pick that band, but I have picked one of their members, and that is the person sitting right behind Mark up there. And
yes. You gotta listen to Resurrection.
Resurrection.
It's a flamethrower and it burns your face off.
Crucible is a great follow-up. I think Crucible is a great album. And the Live Insurrection album, too, is a really great live album. He does some great versions of some of those old Judas Priest songs, plus some great versions of the stuff from Halford as well. I think they were absolutely a great, great band in the early 2000s. I think I don't think it's very controversial to say that Halford solo and Bruce Dickinson solo were much better than what Maiden and Priest were doing at the time.
I agree with you. 100%.
And so that's my number 11, 10, and 9. Slipknot, Disturbed, and Halford.
Cool. All right, Mark.
All right. Which Mark? Me? All right. You guys already talked about Disturbed, or my number 11. I love his voice. I remember when I got that from BMG, Believe. I got it on accident.
Who saw them on Ozfest, then bought the album?
I didn't see them on Ozfest. I got the album on BMG, like my record of the month. Believe came in, and I go, God damn, this is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I call it like half a set.
Fucking great fucking album. Great fucking album. And then my number 10, I'm going for a band that nobody's probably going to pick on here is Thunder.
Nope.
I love fucking Thunder, man. They got
band, dude.
They got fucking Think It's All Over Now, Shooting at the Sun, Magnificent Seventh.
That's an English band, isn't it?
Yeah, 6 of 1 and Bang. They released a lot of fucking albums in the 2000s. And they released a lot of albums lately. Fucking 2 albums are fucking great.
They English or Australian?
They're English.
They're English.
You never heard fucking Thunder, man? Thunder rules.
I've heard of Thunder, yeah, but I didn't know if they were from England or from Australia.
Oh, they're from England, dude. They fucking rule, dude. I love that band. Brian Davis agrees with me, by the way.
Yeah, he's who turned me on to them.
Yeah. And then Mark Dahl, or whoever picked this in the 90s, you're wrong. They are a fucking...
It was Tim.
2000 band, System of a Down. All their great albums. Toxicity. When I got that album on accident by BMG again.
Enjoy. Oh my god.
I got Toxicity and I heard fucking that shit and I go, this is fucking amazing stuff. Who is this band?
And the guy tries to look like Frank Zappa, but he doesn't have the talent.
Like he doesn't make Frank Zappa.
System of a Down rules,
sorry, dude.
Man.
You're not Frank Zappa, okay?
More organized Frank Zappa.
La, 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 la. Yeah.
Oh my god. Jet Fighter. God, that fucking
That
dude. Still as
that
hell.
song "Chop Suey" drives me crazy though.
I love. Why'd you leave the keys in Montana?
Make
Because you want to. Dude, that band.
That song makes me
That
laugh
band
every
hasn't
time.
released an album since the 2000s, and they fucking rule. They're selling out stadiums in the East Coast right now.
Oh,
They
wait,
are fucking awesome.
with corn, with corn.
No, they do. They do it by
They
themselves.
do
too.
it by themselves, man.
Well, Oasis does that too. So
Well, Oasis
Yeah,
sucks.
but Oasis just came back. System of a Down's been doing it for
All right, well,
years.
Yes.
Def Leppard did that too. So
With
Not
Journey
anymore.
and
5 other bands.
yeah, five
Not
other
by
bands.
themselves.
Poison's gonna do it pretty soon. Mark my
Oh,
words.
boy.
All right,
Can't
so
wait
that's
for
my
that.
Yeah,
11, 10, and 9. Let's move on, Jerry.
Well,
All right, my number 11. I'm happy you guys mentioned Halford. I thought nobody would mention Halford. I did. He's my number 11.
Hell
Fucking-
yeah.
Nice.
Dude
Dude
kicks
fucking
ass.
rules, dude. Then I got the Strokes, man. I do dig the Strokes a little bit. I like those 3 albums they released in the 2000s.
Mhm.
They had some EPs too that I used to have. I don't know what I did to them, but I used to dig them, man. They were a cool band.
Oh yeah, the debut album was "Is This It?" and the second album was "Room on Fire" and "Impressions on Earth"
Right.
was the third.
And then I got Lifehouse, man. I used to dig that band, dude. Hanging by a Moment's a cool tune.
Oh, that's a
that-
great song.
I forgot about
You
that.
and Me is a
Great tune.
fucking beautiful song, dude. I mean,
Great
I thought those
tune.
guys were pretty cool, man. So that's my 11, 10, 9 right there. Had a couple ones you guys didn't have so far. That's cool. But I'm surprised. I'm glad everybody's picking Halford, though. Fucking A, dude.
That
And
was
you
one
guys
of
are
the
right.
shows I never
Anything
saw.
Bruce and Rob were doing back then was a lot better than
Halford
the other two
opened
bands.
up. It was Queensryche and Iron Maiden.
Yeah. Well. All right. Let's go to 876. Tim.
My number 8 is Shinedown.
Yep.
Oh
fan.
yeah.
My
Mooger's
number
gonna pick
7
that shit.
is Green Day.
Ooh.
And my number 6 is Bullet for My Valentine.
Oh,
Nice.
Oh, Mark had that one, I think. He said,
Shinedown was one of the first bands that I ever saw live. They were really good.
oh, Mac Jones is hurt.
Great singer.
Yeah, their
Mhm.
first
Oh, yeah.
album was great.
I saw Shinedown with about 30 other people, and on their debut album, Leave a Whisper, and it was a small club, and they just destroyed. They didn't care that there was
Oh yeah.
20, 30 people in the club. Then the last time I saw them, they sold out our Memorial Coliseum,
Mm-hmm.
wall to
Oh yeah.
wall.
Listen to his voice on "Fly from the Inside" and some of that
Oh.
stuff. Oh,
Ooh.
boy, 45.
Oh yeah, good
Mm.
good pick.
Jesus. Now Mac Jones is hurt.
That's what I just said,
You guys are cursed.
dude.
You're
so
still
I'm
winning,
gonna-
though. You're winning.
I-
That's all that matters.
I saw somebody
right.
said that your head coach made a blood pact to keep Christian McCaffrey healthy.
Dude, it's
so
the
now everybody else is
NFLPA,
getting hurt.
dude. They don't
I'm just
condition
saying
these
our-
guys anymore, dude. It's fucking
I'm just-
ridiculous.
That's what
I'm
happened.
just
That's what
saying
happened
our-
with the Ravens a couple years ago.
I'm
Whoever was their
just
conditioner.
saying our fucking whoever gets some help. The athletic trainers are horrible in the Niners.
Dude, it's the whole league, man. It's the NFLPA, dude.
No,
They
but
don't
the
fucking let
Niners
these
have the
guys
worst
fucking
since
condition.
Shanahan's been the Niners head coach. They have the most injuries of any
All right.
NFL team.
Fuck football. Anyway, Mooger, what do you got?
Like the Dodgers did in baseball.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, my number 8, the
I got
band.
stats.
Everybody, what's up?
Nothing.
That's in
Okay.
fact. Don't
My
be
number
nothing.
8. I'm moving through. All right, my number 8, the band everyone loves to hate, Nickelback.
Ooh.
I really like this band. I know people love to hate them. I get it. That's cool. I happen to like them
I don't
quite a
know.
bit. For All the Right Reasons was a great album for all the right reasons, and we saw them on that tour. They just destroyed. It was great. My number 7 is System of a Down. That Toxicity CD didn't leave my player that entire summer. What a great record, man. Just solid, cohesive, consistent. I love the record. And number 6, Black Label Society.
Ladle?
You just cannot you
Ladle.
can't label ladle society. Anyway, they had like Stronger Than Death, Blessed Hell Ride, Mafia, Order of the Black, Hangover Music, all these wonderful albums between 2000 2010. So yeah, man, that was my number 876.
8 through 6.
He was doing that while sometimes he would fill in on Ozfest, so he was just staying busy all
Oh,
day.
yeah.
I don't know
I
how he
saw
was
every
able to.
Ozfest. I saw every single Ozfest.
Well, Joe
So
Holmes would occasionally be the guitarist, but sometimes Zach would fill in too.
yeah.
All right, Chicken Feed, you're up next.
I got another curveball for you. I first moved to Florida. My friend that I knew for a lot of years in Connecticut says, "Dude, you got to start listening to country." And I started listening to country, and I really well, I don't mean to say fell in love, but I dug Toby Keith. He's my number 8, man. Really cool dude, patriotic dude. Rest in peace, Toby, man. We miss you. Cancer sucks, you know.
I didn't even know that he was sick until they
gone way too soon. Gone way too soon.
I like a lot of his songs.
His '90s material very strong too, but I think
I'm more of a greatest hits guy with him.
Yeah, Toby Keith, number 8. This one might get some booze. I like Stained, man. Good band. Yeah. So I know they got kind of.
It's been a while.
I like their music. I can't stand their singer.
Yeah. He's a very insufferable kind of guy. I remember seeing him on that stage, like walking off because people wouldn't be quiet. But dude,
Mac is running up to
you're playing unplugged, okay? Nobody can hear you, okay? You know, plug your acoustic in, okay? And just play. Don't worry about the crowd, okay? He's a very insufferable kind of guy. But Stain, number 7. And number 6, they already been mentioned, Shine Down. That's my number 6. So Toby Keith, Stained, and Shine Down.
All right, Andy.
You. 3. Okay. My next one's. You want to help me out with this, Charlie? I don't want you to either. I'm gonna go with Godsmack. My cousin and I, back between 2000 and 2003, we'd go to a lot of shows together. We'd see Godsmack like twice a year. They would come by, and another band we would see all the time, and they've already been mentioned. Nickelback.
Look at that photograph.
There's a lot of good albums.
That's the only song I like by Nickelback. That's a good song.
Oh no, man. They really make really good complete albums.
Oh, How You Remind Me is a catchy tune too.
I will agree with you on that. I kind of like them now.
And
it's okay to like them now, I think.
Yeah.
This made 3 albums that year, in the 2000s, and The Killers.
I almost picked them.
A cool story about them. Molly and I got married in 2006, and we went to New York City for our honeymoon, and we wanted to see if we could see the Killers because they were playing Madison Square Garden, but they sold out. But we did have tickets to go see the David Letterman show, and they were the guests, so that was cool to see them at the Ed Sullivan Theater. Wow. And like they played like the 2 songs that came out on the show, but they stayed and played like 3 more songs off camera for the crowd. So that was pretty cool, you know. So those are my 3 picks for this round. I went Godsmack, Nickelback, and The Killers.
Good picks.
Ow.
My number 8 is going to be a band from England. They were called Electric Wizard. They're a doom stoner band. I think there's going to be you're going to see a lot of that genre on my list because I thought there was a lot of great doom and stoner bands that were out in the 2000s. So that's really kind of the genre I really, really got into then.
Do they sound like Black Sabbath at all, or not really?
Well, they got the name from 2 Black Sabbath songs. So
okay,
you make the decision.
I just answered my own question.
My number 7 is going to be my New Jersey Brothers Monster Magnet.
Oh,
they released a couple of great albums in the 2000s. I know they're more known for, Power Trip and Dopes to Infinity, but in the 2000s, I think they put out like 4 albums and they were all pretty fucking great, and they're from New Jersey where I'm from and they're local heroes there. So I've always loved them, man, from the beginning. So And my number 6 is another kind of an experimental doom stoner band called Sun. I love this
never heard
band
of
a
them.
lot. They're very experimental. They're not for everybody, but if you're in the mood for like kind of a droning kind of, you got to be in the mood for them. But if you're in the mood for a kind of droning, kind of stoner, really slow, kind of like grinding riffs, and if you're really like smoking and you're like really fucked up, dude, you don't even have to do that to listen to them. But I think they're awesome, man. I love that, and they come out with something every record store day, and I try to pick up their record store day releases. So, and that's one of them. So yeah, my number 8 is Electric Wizard, 7 Monster Magnet, 6 is Sun.
I do like the Electric Wizard. Those
Yeah.
two jams.
All right, Joe.
I think the breakout album was called Dopamine or something like that. Al?
Yeah, Dope
Right?
Throne. Yeah.
All right, Joe.
All right. Well, if there's one band that people hate almost as much as Nickelback, everyone can probably guess what band that is.
Godsmack.
No. Well, people do hate them.
I like
They're
that.
on my list. What band do people usually associate with their hatred of Nickelback?
It's another Canadian band, isn't it?
Bare Naked Ladies.
No.
Oh shit,
No,
Creed.
No.
Creed.
Is it? Oh, I thought it was.
Creed.
I thought it was.
5 Days of Summer.
But
I like
Creed
Creed.
is mainly a 90s band. I do enjoy Creed. But what did Creed become in the 2000s, you might ask?
Oh, Alter Bridge.
Creed became Alter Bridge. And
Alter Bridge is good.
Rules.
Yeah.
And so Alter Bridge is my number 8. Introduced the world to the great vocals of Miles Kennedy. I absolutely think he is a great singer. I think Alter Bridge is a great, great band. I was introduced to Alter Bridge because they performed Edge's theme song in WWE. Great song. Alter Bridge, my number 8, great band. My number 7, Al, if you would show off your t-shirt, please.
Opeth.
Oprah?
Opeth.
Just kidding.
I think that Opeth has a lot of great albums in the 90s. I could have gone with them in the 90s. I mean, just their first couple albums, Orchid, Morning Rise, Still Life, My Arms Your Hearse, great run in the 90s, but the 2000s is when they blew up. I mean, Blackwater Park, Damnation, Deliverance, Ghost Reveries, so many of those great albums in the 2000s. And then, even beyond that, since I am including some albums in the 2010s, they had some really solid melodic albums in the 2010s.
Well, that's when they got really more. They dropped death metal vocals, and
there was the one album that we talked about not too long ago. Pale Communion, I think it's called. The one where it's basically their tribute to 70s prog rock. And I think it is such a phenomenal album.
Oh, God, I love that album.
If people's main problem with Opeth is the unclean vocals, check that album out because there are none. It's all clean vocals, and it's just an amazing progressive rock album. I honestly think, Mark, you might like that album. But I think that is a solid album.
There's a couple albums where there's no death metal.
Oh yeah. But I mean, just knowing some of the stuff that Mark likes, I think Pale Communion would be a really good album for him to check out.
Oh, Mark would like that, I think,
because they went on a couple albums where they didn't have any unclean vocals, but I think that was definitely the best one from that period, in my opinion. But yeah, just Opeth just went on a great run in that early 2000s, starting to expand their sound a little bit, incorporate some different stuff in. And I mean, Blackwater Park is just one of the greatest albums of all time, and that fits right in there. My number 6. A lot of people have been picking them so far. I completely agree. System of a Down. I mean, Toxicity, Steal This Album. The backstory behind Steal This Album itself is just hilarious. That they recorded this entire album. It got leaked because of the internet. And so they just put it out with no album cover in a blank CD case with a little white label on it that says System of a Down, Steal This Album. And that's what they called it. And they just put it out. And so then they kind of worked their way around the piracy a little bit, which I think is kind of funny. And then they had a great double album that was sadly their last album to this point in 2005, Mesmerize and Hypnotize. Some great stuff on those albums, but just for a band that only ever put out 5 albums, they put out 5 really, really solid albums. So that is my 8, 7, and 6: Alter Bridge, Opeth, and System of a Down.
So they released a double album?
It was two different albums that they were basically released at the same time.
Kind of like Guns N' Roses,
like the Illusions
kind of thing.
The Illusions.
Although they are shorter than the Illusions albums.
Oh yeah, by a far.
But it's kind of a double album to the point where like one of the albums has a song that is an intro for a song that's on the other album. They pair together and they came out at the same time. And I think that they're very underrated albums. You always hear people talk about the first album or Toxicity. I think that Mesmerize and Hypnotize are both really solid albums. I mean, BYOB, one of their biggest hits was on that.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, well, yeah, I know a couple of their hits, but I never sat down and heard their album. So,
Yep.
So Toxicity was the first one. It's going to take me a while to move on, but
yeah.
There's not a
bad, Mark.
There's not a bad System album, man.
No, I mean, and there's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yo, Mark.
Mark who?
You,
me?
Mark,
I'm
damn
gonna
it,
go
you
with-
I
win.
didn't say chicken feed. I said
I'm
Mark.
gonna go with. I know this band could have got picked in the '90s, but I'm picking them in the 2000s. Pearl Jam. They released Binaural, Riot Act, self-titled Pearl Jam, and Black
90s
Sabbath.
blow away the 2000s, though, man.
They fucking rule.
That's like if you pick U2 for this decade. There's no way.
That might happen.
That's just. Can we all laugh at you now, or would you prefer us to wait?
You
for
just
later?
laugh at me now, but Pearl Jam. I love those 4 albums though by Pearl
those are
Jam.
great albums in the 2000s.
Yeah, they're great albums. So I picked them because I could have. You gotta like. There's bands that I could have picked in decades, but I could have saved them from other decades so I could pick other bands, and Pearl Jam is one of them.
Didn't Pearl Jam start releasing like a whole bunch of live bootlegs?
Yeah, in that.
All right, so then it's okay because
Yeah.
I enjoyed that. I like going through all the bootlegs because there was,
Yeah,
Those are awesome.
there was tons of them.
And in fact, Al sent me one not too long ago.
Yeah, they got a lot of those live albums they released, man. It's like, damn, they just
that they released a Houston one, and Houston they played 2 shows, and they released the one that I didn't go to.
All right, I changed my mind. That's a good pick, Mark.
Oh man, and then
I thought you were
I'm gonna go for a band I could have picked in the 80s or 90s. Bon Jovi. They released a lot of great albums in the fucking 2000s.
It's my life.
Fucking Crush. I love that fucking
world.
album, man.
Come on, Al. This is a New Jersey band. I wanna live
I can't
The
get down with that, bro.
2000s.
They came back.
It's
in the
bad enough
2000s.
picking Bon Jovi.
Even the
to
Jersey
begin
guy can't get down with Bon Jovi.
with. It's bad enough picking Bon Jovi to begin with.
You know what? You know what?
brought
You know,
back
being,
the-
I gotta
they
tell you,
brought
man.
back
Being,
the voice box for that.
I gotta
song.
tell you, being from New Jersey, when people always, when they ask, oh, where you from? I'm New Jersey. All right, so was it Bon Jovi or Bruce? I always say it's a Smithereens.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
they
Skid Row.
had Crush in 2000. Balance is one of my favorite Bon Jovi albums in 2002, and Have a Nice Day in 2005. I love all 3 of those.
That shitty country album.
Yeah, the country album came out now until in the 2000s. I'll say there's a handful of a couple of songs on those albums, man, but I would never pick them in the 2000s, dude. I mean, that's good, man. You pick them, it's fine, dude.
Yeah, pick what you
I
want.
love those albums, man. And
Mark,
then, like,
Mark,
good.
based on your picks here, I'm starting to realize why you can make a 2010s list and I can't.
And then my number 6 is a band that came out in the 2000s, Evanescence.
That we can agree on.
I love that. I love that band. I've seen it twice, and they're fucking amazing. Evanescence is my number 6. So 8 Pearl Jam, 7 Bon Jovi, 6 Evanescence.
And Amy Lee did a phenomenal duet with Seether.
She did.
yeah, she did.
Didn't she used to date him or something?
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. Josie something.
All right, my number.
I don't know.
Guy from Seether is what? What's his name?
What's his name?
I don't know. They're South African. It's probably a weird name.
Number 8 is actually Evanescence. Mark, good pick on that one. I love Amy Lee, and that debut album was a fucking monster, man. That really was. After that, look, a lot of people don't like this guy, but he's a fucking phenomenal guitar player. Fucking John Mayer, dude. He's a great fucking guitar player, dude. I don't care what anybody says about his
He
music.
was on my list, and I forgot about him.
Fucking
Awesome.
Why Georgia is a fucking great tune. I love that song, man. Every time I hear it, I fucking
4 or
crank
5
it.
great albums there in the 2000s.
And I'm gonna go with Velvet Revolver, man. They were a cool super group back in the early 2000s, man, and dug their stuff. So we got
They were
Evanescence.
almost good as Chicken Foot. Almost.
A tad bit better. Not by much. Yeah. Evanescence, John Mayer, and Velvet Revolver.
I
Oh,
like
all
Velvet
right.
Revolver. I don't like John Mayer. But
that John Mayer's a good pick. So many good albums in the 2000s.
All right, Tim.
All right. My number 5.
Just remember, your body's a wonderland.
It is.
God.
With this bubblegum tongue.
My number
Whatever the
5.
fuck it is.
R.I.P. Alexi Leho. Children of Bottom.
Who?
Children of Bottom.
Bottom,
whatever you want to call it.
I thought you said
Heard it
John
both
Bonham.
ways.
I'm like, he's been dead for years.
No, Alexi Leho.
I object to the idea of the 2000s, so I'm picking John Bonham.
That's funny.
All right, number 4. I'm finally gonna pick Richie
Number
Kotzen.
4. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, number 4.
Yeah.
My bad.
I'm finally gonna pick Richie Kotzen.
I'll get down with that, man.
Great.
And my
I'm seeing him on the 17th with John 5.
He's a fucking talented motherfucker.
Fuck
man.
yeah.
And my number 3 is the boys from New Hampshire, Godsmack.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
when,
yeah.
when I saw
All right,
Shine Down, that was who was co-headlining was Godsmack.
Mm-hmm.
Mooger, you're up next.
Oh, right. Well, man, let me put my glasses on. All right. Number 5, I think Evanescence. I just love that record. I
Nice.
thought it was beautifully written and performed and produced. It also just in my DNA from the early 2000s. My
Wake
number
me
4.
up inside.
My number 4 is Mastodon. Their album Crack the Sky was in 2009, and that really just opened me up to their music. I mean, I kind of hit and miss with them before, but Crack the Sky is just beautiful. I love that record. And my number 3 is Kill Switch Engage. Their album Alive or Just Breathing saved me in 2002 because I was not in a good place. And so yeah, man, that's my 5, 4, and 3. Evanescence, number 5, number 4, Mastodon, number 3, Kill Switch Engage.
All right, Chicken Foot.
Yeah, Tim, I when you said Incubus, I just had to look it up. Pardon Me While I Burn. That was my jam back in the day. So thanks for bringing that pick up because I totally forgot about Incubus. So I'll probably listen to them tomorrow. Honestly, I'll be honest. I pick these bands, but I don't own anything by them. I just listen to them when I have time. You know, I have 3 kids. I don't have like a lot of money to spend. Plus, I went to a couple concerts, and that kind of that was the kind of expensive. So, but I'll admit I'm kind of like a cheapskate too, as well. So that's another issue I have to deal with. But number 5, Tool. I love the bass playing. I'm a bassist, and just their bass lines are just so fun, you know. And like I said, don't own any of the stuff, but I enjoy jamming along to Tool. I try. It's a little bit past my ability to play alongside them like perfectly, but I try as like best I can. Number 4, I'm going with Alter Bridge. They already been mentioned before. And number 3, I'm going with Audio Slave. Love Audio Slave. So that's my 3 picks: Tool, Alter Bridge, and Audio Slave.
Cool. Andy.
Yeah, 5, 4, 5, 4, 3, right?
Yep.
5, I'm gonna go with the White Stripes. They're absolutely fantastic between the 2000 and 2010. I think they made about 5 albums plus a live album as well called Northern Lights, or it's called something like that. And another band that really made headlines in the 2000s. These guys released 5 albums in the 2000s. This is my favorite one by them, and it's actually their breakthrough album, Kings of Leon, is my choice. This is the Only by Night album.
Great album.
That was awesome.
Which was Actually, this was their breakthrough album, but this was their fifth album.
I thought it was their third. It was their fifth, really? Wow.
It was their fifth, yeah.
Damn.
And then they've already been mentioned before, but the Strokes as my number 3. Their first 3 albums are just fantastic. This one, their third one, is my favorite album by them. They really expand where certain songs pass the 6-minute limit. I'm sorry, not 6-minute limit, but when we think of Strokes, we think of them as a 2-minute band. You know, boom, boom, boom. They're really stretching out their guitar playing. It's a fantastic album.
Yeah, a couple of years ago, I bought like a bulk of used CDs, and there was 3 EPs by them. I can't. I don't have to go look at them, but they were really fucking good, man.
Yeah, they're a great band. A little sporadic because they didn't do enough, especially there between 2010 and now. They only released about
2020. I think they came out with an album. I think.
Yeah, they did come out with an album, and in fact, they did about 4 albums. They're in the 2010s now that I remember. RCIA and Angles. Yeah, so about 4 of them. So they've been busy. So yeah, the Strokes.
Cool. All right, Al.
Oh, so my number 5, Mooger mentioned them before. It's Mastodon. Here's a debut, Remission. They released like 4 albums in the 2000s. Great band. I've seen them live a couple of times, and I love that 2000 stuff, man. My number was at number 4. I could have easily picked this band in the 90s, but they released my favorite album in the 2000s. So Lateralis, so by Tool. I absolutely love that album. That's my favorite album by them. And
do you think Tool got better with each album? I think
they peaked at Lateralis.
I would agree with that.
Honestly.
All right.
You know, I love
like
Undertow.
10,000 Days.
I love Undertow, Enema, but
they changed bass.
I think they peaked at Lateralis. They just take so long between albums.
After Undertow, they did.
10,000 Days, man, is all right, but I think Lateralis is like for me, it's their peak.
Mm-hmm.
So that's Tool, and then number 3, I'm going to go with Clutch.
I
forgot them. Clutch released a bunch of great albums in the fucking 2000s, dude. And I saw them constantly live, and they always brought it live, and great band. And you know, they started off a little more like kind of hardcore, and then they morphed into this more kind of jammy kind of stoner thing, and they touched on a lot of and morphing into like a southern almost kind of, you know, I mean they've really progressed like through the years. So, and I love that, man. So
they're okay.
So it's Mastodon, Tool, and Clutch.
Good picks. That's what I forgot about.
Yeah, Clutch is pretty good. I forgot
about Clutch.
Clutch is pretty good.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I love Clutch.
This has been a good episode because it seems like a lot of different bands got picked. So good episode.
All right. My number 5, a band from the great state of Pennsylvania. A band that I have seen live 5 times, and I would happily see them again 5 more. And they are always phenomenal. And that is from the writers of the Diary of Jane themselves, Breaking Benjamin. Absolutely one of my favorite bands of the 2000s.
Didn't you recommend them to Mark a little while back?
Yeah, I like Breaking Benjamin.
He knew them. Yeah. Absolutely phenomenal run of albums. Debut with Saturate, and then We Are Not Alone, Phobia, and then Dear Agony. Such a phenomenal album.
Amazing.
And then the original lineup broke up. They got back together in the 2010s, put out a couple of really good albums in the 2010s with Dark Before Dawn and Ember. I first saw them on the Ember tour. I've seen them a couple times since then. Always bring it live. A phenomenal live band. And just some really, really great albums. So that's my number 5 is Breaking Benjamin. Number 4, I'm going to get a little bit heavier here. Featuring the absolutely amazing vocals of the late, great Warrell Dane. Going to go with Nevermore. Started out the 2000s with probably my favorite Nevermore album, Dead Heart in a Dead World. Just an absolutely killer album. Then they produced Enemies of Reality, which I think is If you listen to the original mix, it's an awful album, but thankfully Andy Sneap came in and said, "Let me have a crack at that." They remixed it, and it is a awesome album. With when they put out the remix, so it was a great song. It was just produced horribly. And then another really great album that people don't talk about as much, This Godless Endeavor, and then their last album, The Obsidian Conspiracy. Some really great stuff from them in the 2000s. They had some great albums in the 90s as well. I could have picked them in the 90s, but I think they had some really, really great albums in the 2000s. And then my number 3, Mark's favorite band of all time, the other Mark, Deftones. Had to pick Deftones in my top 3. I absolutely love Deftones. Started out the 2000s with White Pony. Absolutely killer album. Then they went, I'm not a huge fan of the next couple, the self-titled Saturday Night Wrist, but then they came back in a major way in the early 2010s with Diamond Eyes. And then I'm not even going to try to pronounce the one that the title's in Japanese, but that's a phenomenal album too. And so they just had some really, really great albums throughout the 2000s, early 2010s. And so that's my number 3 is Deftones. So my number 5, Breaking Benjamin. Number 4, Nevermore. And number 3, Deftones.
Cool. All right, Mark.
All right. So I'm going to go with the Cult. I could have picked them in any decade, by the way. But they released 2 phenomenal albums in the 2000s, Beyond Good and Evil and Born Into This. Great fucking albums. Fucking rocking fucking albums by them. The Cult. And this band only released 1 album with the great Ray Luzier on drums, 2 Stone Temple Pilots brothers,
no.
and the singer of Filter, Army of Anyone. I love that fucking album. I listen to that album all the fucking time.
Nice.
I love Army of Anyone. It's a fucking great album. I wish they released something else, man. And then another band that people give me shit for, I love the first 3 Linkin Park albums. Fucking amazing stuff. Yeah. Linkin Park is my number 3.
I'm not a huge fan of the third one, but the first 2 are great.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, Hybrid Theory was definitely on my list. I just had to move it away for other things, but yeah, you're right, man. Those first 2 records are just slamming.
I like
bangers,
as they say. First 3. And then after that, it went off the reservation for me.
Just wasn't.
There's some good songs on the albums after that, but overall, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my 5, 4, 3 is starting out with Avenged Sevenfold, man. Cool band. Actually, Bushy did get me into that band a couple years ago. So, I heard a couple of their songs before, but I really dig that song. It's Almost Easy, I think it's called. I fucking love that song, dude. It's a fucking great
Almost
tune.
Easy. Yep.
Almost Easy, yeah, that's it. Fucking great tune, dude. Love it. My number 4 is Audio Slave. Who picked Audio Slave earlier?
I did. And some other people did too.
Great fucking band, dude.
That debut album is so good.
Yeah.
Fucking Chris Cornell and fucking Tom Morello, man. Which I think I have a new respect for Tom Morello now that I've seen him live. Fucking guy is phenomenal live.
Yep.
Great fucking. I guess you call it. They are a super group, obviously. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then my number 3 is. Look. All right.
No.
About this
What was
band.
number 3?
I'm gonna say it. Hold on.
Oh, okay.
I fucking love Creed. All right. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Fucking love that band, dude.
They're
No
great.
judgment here.
How many albums did they release in 2000s though?
2.
2.
Okay.
And there are two of their most popular ones. I mean, fuck.
No,
dude.
their 2 biggest ones came out in the 90s.
No.
Yeah. Their first 2 albums came out in the 90s.
Yeah, like 97,
Really?
99.
Yeah, 97,
Okay, well, I'm
99.
fucking wrong then. I'm taking them off the list.
Nah, just leave them on there. It's fine.
Nah, I love Creed. I don't care. I mean,
they're a
what
great
decade?
band.
They deserve to be on there.
Just leave them on there.
So anyway, that's my 5, 4, and 3 right there. It's Avenged Sevenfold, Audio Slave, and Creed. What is your number 2 by itself? Tim, what do you got?
My number 2 is, and I think they're still phenomenal to this day, even with the female singer. I think she's great. Linkin Park.
She's pretty good. I mean, I'm not a big Linkin Park fan, but she sounds pretty good with them.
Good pick.
All right, Mooger, number 2.
All right. You know them, you love them. They release albums every 2 decades. Tool. And my number two is Tool because I think Lateralis is one of the best albums released, not only in the 2000 to 2010 era, just ever. It's so good. You got songs like The Grudge. You got it, just so many good songs on there. I mean, in my DNA from that time, I love Lateralis. I love 10,000 Days too, and of course Opiate and Undertow were amazing, but on Anima they kind of became a different sounding band a little bit. And then by Lateralis, I think they were completely different than Undertow. And that's what I love about them. Kind of reinvent themselves every era. My number one on
We're not
this
going.
list.
We're not doing
Oh,
number one yet.
Oh, we're not doing number one, just
No.
number
No.
two.
Yeah.
Woo! I almost want number
All right,
two.
chicken.
Okay.
Chickenfoot, that's me. My number two pick is more quality over quantity. They only released the two albums. The debut I thought was excellent. Velvet Revolver, Scott Weiland, a great singer. So those songs really, you can just tell like how emotional he gets when he's singing. Yeah, so that's my number two pick, Velvet Revolver. Great band.
All right, Andy.
Yeah. My number two. They did release several albums in the 2000s, probably about 4, plus a double live album, plus a double album with other EPs on there. And I'm talking about No Effects. I'm picking them for my number two. These guys were busy in the 2000s, and to me, they made better music in the 2000s than they did. Well, they came out like in '87, and they became kind of popular in the underground in the '90s. But to me, in the 2000s is when they really hit their stride.
Cool. All right, Al.
My number two, and my two and my number one. I'm not going to reveal number one, but I had a real dilemma between my two and one. Like, which should be which, man? It's because I love these two bands like just about equally, but one edged out the other for number one. But my number two, it's already been mentioned by Joseph. It's my shirt, Opeth. Here we go, Opeth right here. They released like 5 albums in the 2000s. We talked about like Heritage being the first album where they completely sang melodically, but we forgot about Damnation.
Nation. Yep.
Yeah, Damnation, which is like this is the re-release of Damnation and Deliverance. 2 great albums, but the two Deliverance is more harder. Damnation's the softer one, where he sings completely melodically. So I think they did 4 albums, complete melodic vocals.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you're not into the death metal stuff, but I was never really. It was one of those things where, like, back in the day, I was like, harsh vocals is tough for me to kind of. But there's something about Michael Ackerfeld doing it, man. It's almost like he makes it sound like an instrument in a way, and he's you can actually understand what he's singing, even when he's singing growl. So I've come to actually love it. I love his vocals when he switches between a growl and a melodic. So I love this band to death, man. And they just announced tour dates and they're not coming down here to Florida, and it fucking sucks. But because I really want to see them again.
When the music behind it is just that damn good.
Yeah, yeah. And I think they satisfied a craving for like prog metal, for me. You know what I mean? So, but anyway, my number 2 is Opeth. I love them.
Cool.
There's a lot of blocked kicks this year. You know that?
Yeah.
A lot
All
of
right, Joe, what do you got?
It's been kind of a give and take because kickers are making a lot of really long field goals because of this new thing with the kicking balls, but also there's been a ton of block kicks, which is fun. It's fun.
Yeah.
All right, my number 2. I lied a little bit ago. I said they were just okay. They're not just okay. They are fucking amazing. From Frederick, Maryland, the DC Sound Attack of Clutch. Easily in my top 3 bands of the 2000s, and especially since I'm including this is where the albums from the 2010s came in Clutch. If you get my reference there, but they they're a band that had some phenomenal stuff in the 2000s. I mean, Blast Tyrant is a fucking amazing album.
Robot Hive Exodus.
Robot
man.
Hive Exodus, From Beale Street to Oblivion. And then for me, just the albums that they put out in the 2010s, Earth Rocker.
Oh, great shit.
And then oh geez, what was the other? There was another one, and then it was Book of Bad Decisions, and I can't remember what the third one was.
Yeah, Book of Bad Decisions. Yeah,
that one.
Yeah.
That was the first album that came out after I had become a fan of Clutch, and that was just a phenomenal album. But just so many great albums. Like you said, Al, they cover kind of so many genres. They have their hardcore moments. They have their kind of just straight ahead rock. They throw a lot of funk in. They have that southern thing going for them too, which is weird because they're from Maryland. So like, they're not exactly southern.
Psychic Warfare is the other
Psychic
one.
Warfare.
Oh,
That's
God, I
the
love that.
That's just such a what a run of albums, and they're still on it. Last album, Sunrise on Slaughter Beach, was a great album. Just a fucking amazing
They've been
band.
consistent. They've been consistent for a long time.
Oh yeah. They pretty much. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of their debut, but they don't really. That's kind of like more of an underground album. They really consider the self-titled their debut, and then basically from the self-titled on, they really haven't released a bad album. I mean, just so much great stuff. And such a consistent band, such a great band, and that's why they're my number 2. So Clutch, my number 2.
I always consider them. I always kind of consider them like if you took Black Sabbath and the Allman Brothers,
there you go.
and kind of like fucking melded them together with
and
like
threw a little funk in there,
and threw a little bit of funk and a little bit of hardcore in there. Like that's them. You know?
And I love all that. So
yeah. All right, Mark.
Number 2 has already been mentioned. The White Stripes. I think they released all their albums in the 2000s.
They did.
Great fucking band. Great fucking band. I love that band. They are fucking amazing. They got a groove. I love it.
I'll be right back, guys.
All right, my number 2 is I think Andy mentioned him, is the Kings of Leon, dude. I love that fucking Only by the Night album, man. I mean, they had the hit "Sex on Fire," "You Somebody," and "Notion's" a great fucking tune.
Yeah.
But "Revelry," man, what a great tune that is, man, off that album. Holy shit. I mean, Caleb can sing his ass off on that fucking tune, dude. He's a great singer. I'm glad he got his demons, vanquished. He had a lot of bad substance abuse issues, but I mean, even their album afterwards, "Some Come Before Sundown," I think it was called. That song "Back Down South." That was a great fucking song, dude.
Yeah, that
I think they're all brothers, but one cousin, right? I think.
Right, and that's a band that went through its ups and downs together, big time together.
Pretty much. They've been pretty solid. I mean, they've been pretty solid, man. Even their last album, Walls, was pretty good. That wasn't their last. That was one before their last, but that was a good album. But I mean, in 2000s, fucking Kings of Leon were pretty. They were all over the radio. They were one of the biggest bands around. So.
I enjoy them too. We've seen them several times. The Yankees just won, so they're moving on.
All right,
but the Padres lost, so that's great.
Yeah, I'll sing "Start Spreading the News" if you want me to. Okay.
All right, here we go. Number 1.
No, I won't do that.
Number 1. Come on, Mark. Get your thing going. Tim, you're lagging.
You already did it.
Oh, you
already did it.
Okay.
You're lagging.
I'm always lagging. It's cool.
All right. My number 1. Oh, wow. Disturbed.
Oh, wow.
There's nobody better in 2000s as far as I'm concerned. They're still making great music. So.
Damn.
All right. Mooger.
Okay. Let's do it right this time. My number 1, because between 2000 and 2010, they released all of my favorite albums in the 2000s. I think, in fact, I know. My number 1 is Coheed and Cambria. So, like in 2000, you had the second stage, or 2002 was the second stage Turbine Blade, 2003 and Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3. In 2005, you had one of my favorites, Good Apollo on Burning Star 4, Fear Through the Eyes of Madness. In 2007, you had No World for Tomorrow, which is Good Apollo 2. And then in 2010, you had Year of the Black Rainbow, and that is such an emotional record for me, and a different departure for them, but I still love it nonetheless. That band means so much to me, and they wrap up my top 11 of the 2010s or 2000s. So
Cool.
Yeah, you love that band, man. You've let us all know how much you love that band, which is cool. They're a cool brand. You actually introduced me to them. I do like them. So my daughter really likes them too. So
you were saying that, yeah, that's awesome.
yep. All right, Mark, Chickenfoot.
Yeah, just a great selection of like 11 picks. Everybody did like a good variety, and I just want to thank everybody doing good picks and different bands I'll check out for sure, and bands I used to listen to. But without further ado, my number one, they're in my background, Dream Theater. Uh, I know they were picked the last episode in the 90s, but I felt the band just matured a little bit more in the 2000s. The band got better. I know Portnoy left, but that was until after Silver Clouds. That was in 2009. So they got another full decade of a good solid bunch of albums. 6 Degrees of Inner Turbulence, Train of Thought, Octarium. I think I said that right. Systematic Chaos and Black Clouds and Silver Linings, and just a lot of the cover songs they did, like they did Stargazer. So that is
Well, and they would put out all those live
sounds
albums
good.
too.
I know, yeah.
Made in Japan, the
Yeah,
entirety of Made
the
in
live
Japan, the
albums
entirety of
yeah,
Number of the Beast, the
yeah,
entirety
Number of
of
the Beast.
they did Dark Side of the Moon. They did all kinds of stuff.
A little interesting thing about Dream Theater, like the singer considered, James LaBrie considered joining Iron Maiden, like because Maiden needed a new singer, and it all came to his two managements talk to each other. Like Steve Harris is like, "Hey, we kind of like your guy," and Dream Theater management's like, "Well, Iron Maiden kind of likes you," and James goes, "Oh." He says, I'm going to stick with Dream Theater. And I felt he kept the right decision because
Yes.
I don't think the Maiden fans would have accepted him.
No.
He would not be English, he would be an American leading an English band. So he had the Bruce voice, but it was probably the best decision he made by not joining Iron Maiden.
We kind of like your guy. Yeah, so don't we.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
That's why we hired him.
Yeah, it was right. It was right before Awake came
Yeah,
out.
it was right when they broke through. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So it was a good choice. But that's my number one, Dream Theater. And like I said, they just keep on getting better, and they keep releasing new albums, music. Remember when bands used to do that, release albums and tour?
I wish the new albums were better, but
oh yeah, I know. They never. It's like Iron Man is never gonna make Number of the Beast again. But it's like Dream Theater's not gonna.
I'm still so disappointed with the last album.
Dream Theater?
Yeah.
It was a blast seeing it played live.
Yeah.
I love that album. I thought you liked that album.
Every time I listen to it, I like it less.
Yeah, I enjoy when bands do that. I don't mind when.
I'm definitely. They're going to put it out because they always put it out on Blu-ray. So I'm gonna buy it because of course I already pre-ordered the one that they just announced.
Well, it's they kind of like do the Rush thing. They release the album, they do the live show, and here's our live show.
Yeah, because they just announced the 40th anniversary tour. They're putting out a Blu-ray next month of I think it was in Paris they recorded it, and that the 40th anniversary tour was one hell of a set list, and I'm excited because I didn't get a chance to see it, but I heard James sounded pretty good, and I heard he sounded even better on this tour than he did on the 40th.
I saw it, and they did like the Rush thing, do one set, take a break, do the second set, then play Change of Seasons. All right,
that's why I'm especially looking forward to when they eventually put out that Blu-ray because I mean the version of Change of Seasons on the Metropolis 2000.
I know it's fragmented.
No, the one on Metropolis 2000 isn't.
I'm thinking once in a lifetime.
Yeah. No, the one on Metropolis 2000 is the whole thing.
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah.
All right, Andy.
Yeah, my number one is usually considered a 90s band. But that 90s band only released 2 albums in the 90s, but released 6 in the 2000s. So that's why I picked them number one for my 2000s. Each of these albums are fantastic. I'm talking about Weezer. They came
I
out
was about
with
to say nobody put Weezer yet.
No.
yeah, they came out with Gratitude. Of course, they came out with a Red album.
Pork and beans, man.
They came out with Maladro, which this is one of my favorites by them.
Did anybody take Weezer last episode?
No,
No.
and then the Green
album.
2000s, and then the day that this was released, Make Believe, I drove almost for an hour and a half looking for this in different record stores trying to find it. So that's my number one's Weezer. I'm a big Weezer fan, and to me, the 2000s was their strength, their big time strength. So that's it.
Ow.
What did Tim and Mooger pick, man? Because I didn't hear them.
I picked
Tim
Disturbed.
picked Disturbed.
Go ahead,
both of them?
Cambria. Mooger
Oh.
picked.
All right, cool. Well, my number one, and they released 5 albums in the 2000s. They started out in the 90s and released great albums in the 90s, but the 2000s, man, is when they really, that's my favorite era of them, and that's Porcupine Tree.
Good.
Just, the 90s stuff was a little more Pink Floyd-ish, kind of more atmospheric, but then starting with like In Absentia, like him and Michael Ackerfeld from Opeth started like hanging out and working together and kind of, producing each other's stuff, or like, just kind of palling around and stuff. And I think Steven Wilson just started like amping up the guitars, man, and just, they became heavier, but like, prog-ish and all the stuff that I love in like, a prog metal band. So yeah, I love Steven Wilson. I love the shit that I love the stuff that he remixes. He does all this remix work, man. He's a great producer in his own right. But Porcupine Tree, man, just fucking great band. I caught them before I moved down here when they played at Radio City Music Hall in New York City, and it was just a phenomenal show. So I'm glad. Like I think he's doing like a solo tour now.
Yeah, he just put out a brand new album.
Yeah. So, but Porcupine Tree, one of my favorite bands of the 2000s, and still continuing to this day. So this is the last one that they released in the 2000s, The Incident, which came out in 2009, and but they had the whole run in the 2000s was great.
Cool. All right, Joe.
All right. Well, my number one band from the 2000s put out 5 albums in the 2000s. And they're fronted by this guy named Steven Wilson.
I'm sorry, I stole your thunder, dude. Sorry.
I knew it. And as soon as you picked Opeth number 2, I knew what your number 1 was going to be. I'm like, well, that's kind of cool. We both have the same number 1. So yeah, Porcupine Tree. I mean, what an amazing run. Like Al was saying, when they really kind of beefed up their sound with In Absentia, and then Dead Wing, and then just kind of culminating it all with Fear of a Blank Planet. I mean, that album is just what an absolutely amazing.
I saw them on that tour too, Fear of a Blank Planet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When you get Alex Lifeson to guest on your album, it's pretty cool. Yeah. Pretty cool. But yeah, just what a run of albums they went on, especially those 3 in the mid 2000s. Then all the stuff Steven Wilson did afterwards, solo wise, Grace for Drowning, and Raven That Refused to Sing. And then they have, I mean, their live shows are amazing. They're another band that puts out a shit ton of live DVDs. And yeah, so yeah, Porcupine Tree, easily my number 1 for the 2000s.
I was wondering when they were going to be on your list.
Didn't you have a track on the Singles soundtrack?
No,
that's Screaming Trees.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got my trees mixed up.
All right, Mark, number 1, dude.
Joseph called me out on this a couple shows back. It's U2. God damn, my favorite album is All That You Can't Leave Behind in 2000. You got How to Dismantle an Atom Bomb in 2004. And then you got No Line on the Horizon in 2009. I think they released their best material in that
What about
decade.
the free album on your iPhone?
That was 2014.
That was 2014. Yeah.
And it's sad that I know that, but it was seared into my brain.
Thank you two. I
It's
like
really
that
sad
album.
that you know that.
And let's just all take a second to acknowledge that Mark is putting those 3 albums above the stuff that they did in the 80s.
I love those 3 albums they did in the 80s.
I do too.
I love all those albums they did in the 80s, but the thing is, I think they grew in the 2000s and they fucking kicked ass.
Yeah, like a fungus in your
How
brain.
to Dismantle an Atom Bomb is one of the best albums I've ever heard. My favorite
I
album
cannot tell you how many copies of that I've seen in antique stores, and
I'm just gonna say one of my favorite albums is Octung
really
Baby in the 90s, but they released Pop, which is okay, and Zooropa, which was horrible.
No,
I own everything up to Octung Baby, and I will never buy another one after that.
Yeah,
You
a
don't
lot
like
of those
this?
albums made my drizzling shit section in our YouTube album. But,
You like that song, Lemon? I love that song.
ooh, oh God.
Hold on. Mark,
I gotta make that my background, man.
hey, Mark, if I didn't pick you two the 80s, I would have picked them in the 2000s.
Thank
Because
you.
those
Oh,
are
my.
3 fantastic albums.
Those are 3 fantastic albums. Yeah.
You like Mark always says to us, you enjoy them.
Oh, we sure will.
Kendrick Bourne is kicking ass.
Yeah, my number one, man, is they had 5 albums in that, but it wasn't fucking the band you talked about. It was Clutch, man. Fucking what a great band they are, man. One of my absolute fucking favorite bands of that. When you first came up with this, 2000s, I'll tell you that's the only band I fucking knew for sure was going to be on my list. But man, what a fucking great band they are, dude, man. I mean,
Yes, I
fucking
agree.
My biggest regret they didn't hit my
Pure
list.
Rock Fury, fucking
Blast
so
Time
Jam Room was
just-
the 90s, right? But yeah,
yeah.
What the fuck is that?
That's Bono.
That's Bono.
Oh God, it's fucking scary.
I love
It looks like
that's
Max
from
Headroom.
Zooropa, dude. Fuck that Zooropa shit.
Oh,
Looks like Max
Dude,
I
Headroom.
thought that was Perry
That's the,
Farrell.
that's the
Looks like
90s,
he's
dude.
auditioning for the Joker.
Yeah.
That's the 90s, dude.
Wait. Didn't you two have like this great live show, like a massive like?
They did. That was
yeah.
Zoo TV was a great.
Yeah, Zoo TV. I'll give you two that for the '90s, though.
Yeah.
Oh, man. All right. Well, that's our top 11 of the 2000s. Mercifully, this is over with, man. It was not the best decade, in my opinion, but some
I loved
people,
it.
like some
Oh, I
of it.
love
So.
it. That's fantastic.
But
It's great.
I have actually quite a lot of honorable mentions if I can write.
Yeah,
them.
go
go
ahead.
for it.
I had Static X. I had the Mars Volta. I had Linkin Park on my honorable mentions. I had Tom Petty in the 2000s on my honorable mentions. Avenged Sevenfold. I had Coheed and Cambria on my honorable mentions. I had Queens of the Stone Age. I had Seether and Skillet.
And Iron Maiden.
Definitely not. Although the 3 albums they put out in the 2000s aren't awful. It was the 3 albums they put out.
I had
it
Three
was
Doors
the 3
Down.
albums
on
they
my
put out.
list.
you already picked Iron Maiden anyway, so.
I did. But no, the 3 albums they put out in the 2000s weren't bad. It was the 3 albums they put out in the 2010s and 2020s that sucked donkey dick.
The Dance of Death has just got an awful album cover. It's a pretty good
I
album.
love that album.
Yeah, it's a
like
good
the album, but the album covers are worse.
Yeah, the album cover's awful.
Yeah, fucking sucks.
Yeah,
Anybody
I
else
actually
got
own
any?
it is a good album. I actually
that scared the heck out of me when I saw that album. Like, really? I'm like, this is the cover?
It scared you more than that fucking picture behind you. Holy shit! What the fuck is
when,
that?
when I bought this when it came out, they gave this one to me for free because they were just trying to get rid of them.
I love that album.
Is that like from Priscilla, the fucking Queen of the Nile, whatever that movie was? What the fuck?
Priscilla, Queen of the Desert.
Is that what that's what it looks like?
No, this is Bono's alter ego. I forget the name though.
Mephisto.
Mephisto, yeah.
I remember that now. Anybody else got any honorables?
Nope.
My fisto in his face, though.
Mm-hmm.
But I just want to say 2000, I'm sure you forgot this. Ashley and Jessica Simpson had like these albums, and Ashley Simpson was terrible, and Jessica Simpson was like a little better, but Ashley Simpson was probably the worst musician.
All right, somebody
of all time.
mute him. All right, Chickenfoot's done for the night.
Okay.
Man. Tim, any last words, dude?
Nope, not at all.
Man of a lot of words, man. Love you. Mooger, what do you got?
Hey man, thanks for having me here tonight. It's always an
Good to
honor
have
to
you.
guest on a Thursday night. Good to see you guys.
It's nice to see you, Mooger. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, and so it's just a couple of bands that were mentioned tonight that I'm so pissed I didn't include on mine.
49ers.
And one is Clutch, one is Shinedown. And when you mentioned Pink, I immediately thought, shit, I love Lady Gaga. I fucking adore Lady Gaga, and she put out some
That would have been a
really
good pick, too.
solid stuff in the
Yeah.
2000s.
That dude just make a 60-yard field goal?
Yes.
Fuck.
So,
All right.
Good
just
choice.
happy to be here, and I actually love 2000 to 2010.
Yeah.
I'm with Joseph. I'm with Joseph a little bit, like 10 through 20. That could be difficult, and I don't know if I'll even be there. But
but we're gonna.
That's actually a little better for me.
There's a couple that I know are ready for that decade.
Yeah.
We're gonna.
I can literally name one off the top of my head.
But the 10, we're gonna do 10 to 2025.
That doesn't help.
Oh, cool. That still gives me one.
Oh, so you're gonna do all right. So you're gonna do 2010 to now.
20, yes.
Okay, that makes sense, man.
Yeah.
I'm about halfway done.
He's just shining in the. Oh,
that's the one. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you very much. That's the one.
Andy.
Yeah.
Or Mark. I'm sorry, Mark. Chicken foot.
I'm just gonna. Oh, Mark.
Not you.
Yeah, no, I just said I was talking about the terrible acts. Avoid the Simpson sisters, but
you're muted.
I know. I do want to say that it was a great episode because I got to hear lots of different bands mentioned tonight. So well done tonight, guys.
But you didn't pick Chickenfoot.
I didn't pick Chickenfoot. Only one album. If they released 2 albums, yeah, I would.
I love both those albums, by the way. So whatever.
All right, Andy.
Either.
Oh well, thanks a lot for having me. I'm always happy to be on with you guys. Next Tuesday, we are working on Black Spinner Circle. Not too sure what the topic is going to be. Is it my pick this time?
No, we're interviewing Dig.
Okay, we are interviewing Dig next Tuesday. So
that's simple.
So that's going to be a fun show. And also, Jerry and I think we are trying to nail down Mondays for our football show. So this Monday we will be doing our football show, the Gridiron Smackdown. And that's about it for me.
And we will be reigniting the 3 Shots Down podcast here shortly. We're looking forward to that.
Finally.
All right, Al. Anything?
Yeah, well, no, like Andy said, next Tuesday we're interviewing the 2 guitar players, John Morris and Johnny Cornwell from Dig, the original guitar players. They're going to be on our show promoting their new album, and we'll talk about their history. Their debut is one of my favorite 90s alternative albums. I love that album. And we'll discuss their history and what they're doing now, man. Just shooting the shit. That's it.
Yeah, you got me into that band, dude. I love that album that you.
That debut album is incredible, dude.
Pretty fucking good. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Joe.
Well, Jerry and I, as always, can be found on our Heavy Water 77 YouTube channel. We got some shorts out right now. We're kind of marking time. We have some ideas coming down the pipeline, but both Jerry and I have been pretty busy lately, so we haven't been able to record our next episode yet. So just check out everything we have up to now. We have recorded up through the classic era of Styx, and we're about to talk about some interesting stuff coming up here. We're going to have some panels talking about some different things. So if you're ever interested in hopping on and talking about Styx with us, let us know, and we'll try to get everybody involved that would like to be on. Also, this Sunday, finally, I will be officially debuting on Cranium Radio Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Joe Staub's Garage will open for the first official time on craniumradio.com this Sunday and every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Tune in, hop in the chat room. I'm excited. Looking forward to it.
We could jam and Joe's Garage.
I will be there.
Yes, we can.
All right. Mark, why don't you take us home, dude?
Tomorrow on Freeform, we got the 27 Club. So check out that episode. And also, Jerry, you need to share our shows more. Just giving you a little piece of shit there. Because I see most of your radio shows and Heavy Water shared. I don't see any Freeform and BS shared a lot.
Well, dude, I mean, you guys do a good job of doing it. You promote it everywhere that I have.
Yeah. People don't like me, Jerry. You need to share the shit more.
Oh yeah, I can see why. I'm just kidding, dude.
It would be nice to know how many people have blocked you on Facebook. I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah, Mark, you're certainly not making any friends right now.
I told this to Jerry in private. I'm only joking with him right now, and he knows it.
You just fucking said it live in front of everybody now. All right. Go ahead, man. Take it.
I love you, Jerry. You know this, man.
You always prove it every morning. Just like today. I asked a fucking question and I got treated like a douchebag.
It's called sarcasm, man. Get over it.
Fucking sarcasm. Come on. All right.
All right, man.
Everybody, you all take care. Enjoy music. Fuck the news. Turn the news off. Turn on the fucking radio. And we'll see you. Everybody going to be here next week?
I'm not.
Except for Joe's not.
Joe's not.
I'll be here.
I'll be tuning in just to see how many awful bands that I could
I'm
have
not looking
picked.
for. Well, yeah, I wish I couldn't be there, but I'm the host. So, but
there's a lot of fucking bands I love in the 2010s more than the 2000s. I'm just saying, and 20s because we're going 2010 to 2025, so that's pretty cool.
I can't stand looking at that fucking picture Mark has up there. We'll talk to you guys later. Y'all take care.
Cheers.
Later. Which Mark?
Not me. He's talking about the YouTube.
No, the Rush picture. That's wrong.
Fuck you.
I'm just kidding. It's the fucking. Okay, later, guys.
Later, guys. Later.
Peace.